Now on Sunrise and streaming on CrossroadsToday.com, WNBA star Brittney Griner released from Russian detention in a prisoner swap for convicted arms dealer Victor Bout. And in Washington, the Respect for Marriage Act passes through the House and is now headed to President Biden's desk to be signed into law. Plus, SpaceX launched internet satellites for a competitor after the company halted its flights with Russia over the invasion of Ukraine.
Take a look on the outside. Foggy conditions along the coast once again. This is a live view from Port Lavaca Nautical Landings Marina. Fog there, of course. Be careful driving out there in the fog areas. The rain chances beginning today. Yes, how long will they last? And when does the cool air get here? We talk about it, but we're not feeling it yet. You will. We'll talk about that in the timeline next coming up.
The Edna Cowboys fall to the Franklin Lions 41-13, but we did meet up with a rising star. We meet up with him in sports.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Carolina Astrain. Today is the 9th day of December 2022. The time is now 6:31 on your Friday morning, and today is National Pastry Day. I know my favorite pastry, it's a puff pastry. I love the chocolate eclairs. They have them in the frozen aisle at H-E-B. If Howie were here, he'd be laughing at me because he knows I love the frozen aisle. Let's go ahead and turn to First Warning Storm team meteorologist Trey Marting. Trey, how about you? What's your favorite pastry?
Those are good that you mentioned there. The apple turnovers, I think those are definitely good. Ooh, I wish I had one right now. Of course, the standard donuts and all that good stuff is very tasty, I might add. I might have to get some later. We're down a degree, 69 degrees in Victoria currently. Calm winds, areas of fog this morning, especially in our eastern counties. And because of that, we see the dense fog advisory for Jackson County, Matagorda, and Wharton counties until 10 a.m. Zero visibilities in parts of these locations here and along the immediate coast. So you know what you need to do. We tell you every time because we want you to remember to be safe. Low headlight beams and reduce your speed as you're out and about, especially in foggy areas. A few rain showers this morning currently on the radar, popping up there in Calhoun County and near Seadrift. And just to the west of Port Lavaca, one small rain shower right there in Goliad County and southern Victoria County, moving on up near areas near Columbus this morning. And visibility is about 1 mile or so throughout the entire area, but it'll be quickly being evaporated away as the sun comes up, heats up the atmosphere. It causes that moisture to get absorbed back in the atmosphere, of course. We'll have 12-mile visibilities everywhere you go by the 9-10 a.m. hour. Fog conditions along the immediate coast will lasting throughout the day today into early morning tomorrow when it begins to move inland. So dense fog advisory for our eastern counties until 10 a.m. Warm and humid today. Rain chances as well coming back in, and cool temperatures next week. Well, when is that going to be? Well, we'll give you a timeline later on in the full forecast to come. Make it a great day today and a great Friday, Carolina.
Thank you, Trey. Brittney Griner has arrived. Her plane has touched down in San Antonio after being released in a prisoner swap. She spent much of the year behind bars in Russia, and after months of negotiations, Griner was exchanged for a convicted Russian arms dealer on a tarmac in Abu Dhabi.
WNBA star Brittney Griner landing overnight in San Antonio, Texas, after spending nearly 10 months imprisoned in Russia, arrested for illegally carrying hashish oil in vape cartridges at the Moscow airport. President Biden making the announcement Thursday that a swap had been made for Griner's release.
Brittney will soon be back in the arms of her loved ones, and she should have been there all along.
Video from Russian state media shows Griner leaving a Russian penal colony and making her way to an airplane.
What's your mood?
Happy. Do you know where I'm heading to?
No.
No?
No. Улетите домой.
You fly back home.
To the U.S.
To the U.S.
Да, конечно. Так что все будет нормально.
Everything will be fine.
Hours later, video shows Griner in a red coat released into U.S. custody on a tarmac in Abu Dhabi. The smiling man shaking hands and giving hugs is Victor Bout, the notorious Russian arms dealer who the U.S. swapped in exchange for Griner's freedom. Bout was arrested in 2010 and sentenced to 25 years for aiding a terrorist organization and conspiring to kill Americans. But Griner's friends, fans, and family breathing a huge sigh of relief.
I'm just standing here overwhelmed with emotions.
Sources say the prisoner swap came together in just the last few days. President Biden hoped to also secure the freedom of former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan, imprisoned in Russia on espionage charges for 4 years. But Russia rejected the proposal, making it clear Whelan's release was not on the table. And Secretary of State Antony Blinken insists the U.S. made every possible offer in an effort to get Whelan out. In San Antonio, Texas, Faith Abube, ABC News.
The landmark Respect for Marriage Act is on its way to the president's desk. That bill passed the House of Representatives Thursday with bipartisan support. The legislation codifies federal protections for marriage of same-sex and interracial couples across the country. The president has said he will sign the bill into law. We'll go to Washington for the latest on the Respect for Marriage Act later on Sunrise. A jury has sentenced a Victoria man in a child sex crimes trial. Guillermo Valdez was sentenced Thursday to life in prison without possibility of parole for continuous sexual abuse of a child younger than 14 years old. A 40-year-old woman is accused of impersonating a district attorney employee. Authorities say the woman was using a government vehicle in a human smuggling operation. The woman, identified this morning as Magalia Rosa. Rosa was pulled over Wednesday afternoon in the 9,000 block of U.S. Highway 59. Authorities say the vehicle she was in displayed the emblem of the Starr County District Attorney's Office. A license plate check shows it was registered to the 229th Judicial District Attorney's Office. Authorities say she is not an employee of that DA office. Rosa was arrested and faces multiple charges this morning. Refugio County Sheriff Raul Pinky Gonzalez says 2 county deputies were justified in a shooting of a Woodsboro man at his house Tuesday. 24-year-old Franco Miguel Anzaldúa died from gunshot wounds shortly after authorities say he shot at 2 Refugio County deputies. Gonzalez told the Refugio County Press he reviewed the body cam video of the incident with the 2 deputies. Gonzalez says Anzaldúa told the deputies he was unarmed. Anzaldúa came out of the house with his hands to his sides, and his mother yelled at him to give the deputies his gun. SpaceX is working with Arrival to send satellites into orbit. The London-based company OneWeb sent 40 satellites into space on a Falcon 9 rocket Thursday. OneWeb normally works with Russia for their launches, but they are now boycotting the country over the invasion of Ukraine. SpaceX has plans for 2 more OneWeb launches to help them complete their orbiting constellation by spring. All right, this is our QR code. Scan this QR code with your smart device and you'll get the Crossroads Today app. You can get breaking news alerts, vote in our viewer poll. You can take part in our ongoing contest. And also, right now we're accepting Christmas tree photos, Christmas house decor photos, Christmas pets. So if you want to get in the holiday spirit, go ahead and scan this QR code and download our app. The time is now 6:38 on your Friday morning. Here's a look what's coming up on 25 News Now Sunrise. A driver crashed out after trying to race their vehicle down a busy Victoria street.
Making legislation now bound for President Biden's desk for signature. I'm ABC's Justin Finch in Washington. Ahead, a closer look at the bipartisan passage of the Respect for Marriage Act.
Let's take a look at this model right here. High temperature change over the next several days. Way above normal for our high temperatures today, tomorrow, and through the majority of the weekend. We'll take a look by the time we get to next week. Temperatures at or even below normal starting on Wednesday. The cool air finally arrives again. How cool will it be? We'll find out in your forecast.
This one is for every parent who needs a vacation after getting back from a family vacation. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. She's playing Morticia Adams. I love Wednesday. Were you excited to do that?
I was. I mean, Tim Burton called me up. I was just excited about that. If it ended there, I would have been good to go.
Plus, her National Treasure co-star, Lisette Oliveira.
How gorgeous are you? And I see her before hair and makeup, and she still looks as gorgeous.
And holiday pancakes. Hey!
Is your home ready for the holidays? It's not too late. Lax Furniture has everything you need to deck your halls now. Find incredible super value savings with up to 35% off. Plus, get an extra 10% off when you pay with cash. Lax always offers easy credit to give you more options. Settle in for a cozy holiday with our huge selection of sofas and sectionals. And make room for guests with incredible bedroom and dining options. Hundreds of items in stock and ready for delivery before the holidays. This week, hurry to Lax Furniture.
If you wanted a dog, but now you own a cat named Sprinkles. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Good morning and happy Friday. Well, we're talking about warm, humid conditions and foggy conditions around the Crossroads region. And finally, we're going to see this front up here. It's been in the northern parts of the state in Oklahoma for the last several days. And it's finally going to get the push it needs to move it down toward our region here, along with rain showers and thunderstorms along the frontal boundary. This will move through coming up by your first part next week by about Monday, Tuesday or so. Then the temperatures will be continuing to fall after that by midweek. Future tracker for us, we're seeing partly cloudy skies here and there. Maybe a pop-up rain shower, maybe somewhere. Well, I'll put about a 30% chance in, thinking positively about that as we go through the rest of the time period. Cloudy skies can still dominate our region here. Isolated rain shower chance, and keeping the temperatures on the warm side until that stronger front moves through, coming up by the middle part of next week or so. We have lows in the 40s by then. Not the case today. Highs in the 80s, lows in the 60s to near 70. Full forecast to come. One more time before we go this half hour. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey. We spoke with five-star El Campo running back Ruben Owens on his commitment to Texas A&M University. 25 News Now Sports Director Gino Perez has the details in sports.
Howdy, Crossroads. Five-star running back out of El Campo, Ruben Owens, decided he's going to commit to Texas A&M University. We spoke with him at the state semifinal game between Edna and Franklin. Going to Texas A&M University, what went into your decision?
When Coach Sam went to Cincinnati, it was like, dang. And then I was going to see if the running back was Coach Sims, and he ended up going to Cincinnati too. So I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and flip to A&M. Coach Jimbo and Coach C-Rob. And I like how Coach Jimbo had produced the running backs that he Spillers that play for the Chargers, and the chain is just declared for the draft, and he's going to be a top pick.
I was going to say, how much did that play into your decision that he's leaving and heading for the draft now?
To be honest, I didn't even know he was leaving. And then Coach Jimbo did a house visit. He told me, he was like, I think a chain's leaving, but he don't know for sure. So I was like, I'm still going to commit no matter what if he does or not, because if he did say, it would have made me better to try to work harder.
So how long did you know about this decision? I mean, you made the announcement yesterday, and then you said you were going to have an announcement at 8. How long did you know?
I knew since the beginning of the week. That I was like, it was always on my mind, like I'm finna flip, so yeah.
He was super excited to be joining Shiner running back Dalton Brooks in front of the 12th man. That's your 25 Sports Now.
We want to invite you to experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and on your cell phone. Just search Crossroads Today Plus. Now to a history-making vote on Capitol Hill, the House passing the Respect for Marriage Act, codifying federal protections for same-sex and interracial marriages. The bill now heads to the president's desk.
On the House floor, a milestone moment.
The motion is adopted.
In a rare show of bipartisan solidarity, Congress passing the Respect for Marriage Act, enshrining marriage equality into federal law. 39 House Republicans and 12 in the Senate joining every Democrat to pass legislation protecting same-sex and interracial marriages. Some Republicans pleaded for their party members to vote no, calling the bill unnecessary.
I hope and pray that my colleagues will find the courage to join me in opposing this misguided and this dangerous bill.
More than 70% of Americans support same-sex marriage. The bill fast-tracked following the Supreme Court's overturning of Roe v. Wade and Justice Clarence Thomas suggesting the court reconsider rulings like same-sex marriage. Tammy Baldwin, the nation's first openly gay senator, says this bill was personal.
We can put to rest the worries of millions of loving couples who are concerned that someday an activist Supreme Court may take their rights and freedoms away.
The bill now heads to President Biden's desk for signature, and he says it will bring peace of mind to millions of couples across the country. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Let's take a look at our viewer poll. Today we ask, do you support same-sex marriage? All right, let's take a look. 26% of you say yes, you do support same-sex marriage, and 74% of you say no, you do not. Come to crossroadstoday.com/vote. You can also scan the QR code right there on your screen to take part. A driver crashed out after trying to race their car down a busy Victoria Street Thursday. The driver was arrested by Victoria Police. Around 9 a.m., an officer tried to stop a red Charger accused of racing on Laurent Street. The driver reportedly lost control, jumped the curb, and crashed into an unoccupied parked truck. No one was hurt. The driver faces a number of charges this morning.
The driver of this is going to be charged with speed racing, possession of marijuana, and felony evading with a motor vehicle.
The owner of the truck that was hit belonged to an employee who was working inside the Family Dollar store. The time is now 6:45 on your Friday morning. Still to come, we meet Binks. He's the pet of the week.
There's never been a better time to control your power with a Generac home standby generator from Generator Supercenter. For a limited time, with purchase and installation of your Generac generator, choose $1,000 off or a free 10-year warranty. Choose freedom from the grid and choose your promo. This offer won't last long. Lock in your choice today with a free estimate only at Generator Supercenter, the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer.
You can enjoy endless entertainment and local news updates for free on our 17 over-the-air channels. Connect your TV antenna to your smart TV in 3 easy steps. Connect the coaxial cable from your antenna to the back of your TV. Select the menu button on your remote and navigate to the correct input of your antenna. Find the channel scan option and click it. Setting up your antenna will keep you entertained and informed with the latest weather updates and emergency information for free. Call or email for questions or more information. Stay connected and stay safe.
In this morning's GMA First Look, One Tree Hill alum Bevan Prince speaking out in her first TV interview about the tragic death of her beloved husband. The couple was boating during the 4th of July weekend when the unthinkable happened. Will was struck by lightning. Bevan left to face a life without the man she calls her soulmate.
You've said that this is larger than you. There was a lot of divinity in it. He was 33 years old. It was July 3rd, and I believe the exact time that the lightning struck was 3:13 p.m. So knowing that all the resources were there to potentially save him, I have to believe that something bigger beyond me was calling him.
Bevan now focusing on giving back to her community to honor Will's memory. And coming up at 7 a.m., more of our exclusive interview. With your GMA First Look, I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News, Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina.
And now for today's question of the day. We want to know, this classic children's TV Christmas special made its debut on this day back in 1965. What is it? Head on over to our Facebook post of this question of the day, Crossroads Today. That's our handle on Facebook. And post your guess. We'll have the answer in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, you got time to get that answer in. And taking a look right quick at the temperatures, near 70 degrees, 80s or low 80s by the afternoon time. Same thing happening for your Saturday, so warm temperatures, still a few more days of that, and humid conditions as well, and some fog in the morning time. Then by the middle of next week, here comes the cooler air, and I think it's about time for that. Looking at partly cloudy skies throughout the majority of the day today. Maybe a pop-up rain shower somewhere around the region, so we got a little bit more instability, so that will be favorable for that, at least on an isolated, scattered basis. Highs 81, 82, partly cloudy skies, scattered rain showers and storms, southerly winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Overnight lows tonight with areas of fog in the upper 60s to near 70. Be careful out there, cloudy skies. And tomorrow, another warm Saturday, highs 81, 82, scattered rain shower here and there, partly cloudy skies. And that'll take us to the weekend. Here comes a stronger front coming up by Tuesday late in the day. To cool temperatures down. 60s for highs Wednesday and Thursday, and 40s for lows. That feels more like it at that time. In the meantime, be careful out there with foggy conditions. Watch your speed and use those low headlight beams, please.
Today is Friday, so that means it's time for Pet of the Week, a segment where we highlight a shelter pet here in the Crossroads looking for its forever home. And today we get to meet a very special furry friend named Binks. He's here at the Victoria Animal Services. And can you talk to us about Binks a little bit?
Binks was a public drop-off on November 30th. Usually we don't pick up animals. So they'll drop it off, definitely cats, to our facility so they can get rehomed, or we can try to find their owners. Fortunately, Binks was in a live trap picked up on Stonewood Place.
Oh, wow.
If anyone's missing or want to adopt him, he's very sweet, very loving, and he's pretty afraid of dogs, scared of dogs, but he won't attack. He just needs to get used to them.
Well, he's got really beautiful harvest moon eyes. So gorgeous. Do you think, can I pet him? Oh, wow. And he's 3 years old.
Yes, ma'am.
What is his adoption fee?
His adoption fee is going to be $90.
$90?
Yes, ma'am.
Is Binks already neutered?
No, he will get neutered when we adopt.
Well, excellent. Well, thank you so much, Ashley. We appreciate everything that y'all do here at Victoria Animal Services, and it's so nice to get to know Binks. Oh, I think he's ready to go for a nap. All right, well, if you're interested in picking up Binks, come to crossroadstoday.com and you can learn more about how to contact the Victoria Animal Services. Coming up, news to know before you go.
Are you ready to change your career path? Come join our sales team at the Victoria Television Group. Do you have a passion for customer service and sales? This is the right place for you. We offer great benefits, medical, dental, life, 401k, paid vacation, and much more. Call me and let me show you why the Victoria Television Group sales team is the right choice for you.
This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright. Come in now and choose from a great selection of new Ford trucks and SUVs in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order on select vehicles, lock in your rate, and you're protected. Plus, new inventory is arriving daily, so you can drive one home for the holidays. Just announced, get $1,900 for $60 on your 2022 F-150 in stock, plus 0 payments for 90 days, plus complimentary maintenance. Hurry to your Texas Ford dealer today.
He looks like a doctor on a soap opera.
You're a doctor?
Yes.
Dean Fiello is not a doctor. They pulled apart the rubble and we found human remains.
Now, finally, he tells his story. 2020, tonight on ABC.
And now it's time for today's question of the day. This classic children's TV Christmas special made its debut on this day back in 1965. What is it? All right, Trey, we have several guesses. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, that's from Beth. We got Charlie Brown Christmas guesses from Nat, Orlo, Mary Helen, and let's see, Merritt as well, and Janet. Janet, I got to see you yesterday. Nice to see your guest today on today's question of the day. And Melanie is also guessing Rudolph.
Well, fantastic. Thank you all for chiming into the question of the day. And the answer is, you know it, I got my Charlie Brown tree. It's a Charlie Brown Christmas special.
Christmas
Great stuff.
time is here.
Yes, definitely. They got to watch it. I watch it every year. And thank you for answering the question of the day. Stay tuned for Monday. Another question of the day to get you started on your day Monday.
Brittany Griner is officially back on American soil. Her plane landed early this morning at San Antonio's Kelly Field following her release from a Russian prison. After the landing, she was taken for a routine evaluation at Brooke Army Medical Center. Griner was released by Russia on Thursday in exchange for notorious Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout. She spent nearly 10 months detained in Russia following her arrest after Russian authorities said she was carrying vape canisters with cannabis oil. In Arkansas City just elected an 18-year-old as the youngest black mayor in the United States. Jalen Smith is fresh out of high school and is now a freshman in college. After beating out his opponent, he will be the mayor of Earl, a town of just under 2,000 people near Memphis, Tennessee. Smith received 218 votes, while his opponent, Nemi Matthews Sr., won 139. Now that he is elected, Smith says he plans to focus on transportation, public safety, and bringing a major grocery store to the city. He says he is especially passionate about bringing a major grocery store and also increasing the residents' access to food sources. This notice is for those summoned for jury duty at the Victoria County Courthouse on Monday, December the 12th. You are asked to not appear. That 8:30 a.m. session is canceled and will not be rescheduled. Today, Ben Wilson Street will be reduced to one lane in each direction between Airline Road and Red River Street for about 5 months until utility installation and road construction. All businesses and homes in the construction zone will remain accessible. The construction is part of the $7.2 million Ben Wilson Street Airline Road to U.S. Business 59 project. It's expected to be completed by next August. Also today, Crestwood Drive will close for paving operations between Windsor Street and Bluebonnet Drive from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. weather permitting. All businesses and homes in the construction zone will remain accessible, and the construction is part of the $3.7 million Crestwood Drive Phase 2 reconstruction project. Phase 2 expected to be completed by February. For the second year in a row, members of the VFW Auxiliary 4146 of Victoria delivered toys to the Victoria Television Group for the Stuff the Truck Toys for Tots campaign. A group of 10 members went to shopping at HEB Plus on Navarro Thursday morning. Shirley Vatter, Auxiliary 4146 president, says they love doing this and they plan to do it for years to come.
We like to give back to our community. The community has been very generous coming to Burger Nights and buying from the Auxiliary Bake Sale, and we like to give back, and that's why we do this second year in a row.
VFW 4146 donated about $3,000 worth of toys, and we want to say thank you very much. Watch 25 News Now anchor Adam Seibel today and this weekend as he invites you to drop off toys at HEB Plus on Navarro, the HEB on Rio Grande, also a drop-off location this weekend. While the Cuero Christmas in the Park continues, the Christmas in downtown Cuero festivities begin tonight. Thursday afternoon, East Main and Gonzales Streets were closed through Sunday for the event. Christmas in downtown Cuero includes horse and carriage rides, carnival rides, inflatables, an ice skating rink, live music, food trucks, a petting zoo, and a Christmas market. It all starts tonight at 6 and continues through Saturday. And we want to invite you to experience our new digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and on your cell phone. Just search Crossroads Today Plus. And now let's take a last look at our viewer poll today. We asked, do you support same-sex marriage? All right, let's take a look. 26% of you say yes, you do, and 74% of you say no, you do not. You can keep taking part in our viewer poll by scanning the QR code right there on your screen, or just go to crossroadstoday.com/vote. And we do have a final check. We have time for a final check of our forecast with Trey.
And thank you so much, Carolina. Let's take a look at the temperatures, starting off near 70 degrees, 80s by the afternoon time, and also for your day tomorrow on Saturday, highs in the 80s, cloudy, partly cloudy skies, passing rain shower possible throughout the day today, especially in the afternoon hours, so keep that in mind and put a 30% chance in for that. So today, to sum it up, 81 degrees, partly cloudy skies, scattered rain showers in the afternoon especially, areas of fog in the morning time, lows in the upper 60s to near 70, cloudy skies otherwise, and Saturday, 81 degrees, scattered rain shower here and there. And take a look at the forecast for us. Warm temperatures last through the weekend in the next week. Tuesday, here comes a stronger front with cooler temperatures about time, but Wednesday and Thursday with highs in the 60s, those in the 40s by then. until then, watch out for the fog in the morning and enjoy your weekend. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey, and thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful day. Come to crossroadstoday.com for more local news, weather, and sports. And join James, Dawn, Howie, Karina, and Gina today for 25 News Now at 5, 6, 10. Okay,